My name's Lorna Phillip, and I'm the founder of Black Mama's Birth Village. So I'm a birth and postnatal doula, which means I support families through pregnancy, labour, birth, and the first few weeks of childbirth. I've founded Black Mama's Birth Village because I'm now focusing on supporting Black mums, Black pregnant women, and Black mums with small babies. I've had a very long career of working with children and families. I started my career as a nursery nurse back in the 80s, and then I've just worked my way through, various childcare settings. And it was when I became a deputy manager of a Sure Start Children's Centre that I noticed that a lot of the moms that would attend our groups would talk about their birth experience and how they felt disappointed and not very well supported. And it wasn't long after that that I trained to become a doula. I actually hung up my doula hat last August, I think it was, to start Black Mama's Birth Village. I wanted to reach more families, and I really wanted to focus on Black families and support them through their journeys. I'm only now doing online support. I'm no longer going to the births and being there, in person. So I've now developed a wonderful Facebook group, Black Mama's Birth Village. And we have, I think, to date about 128 members, which is fantastic. Support-wise, what I provide right now is we have the free Facebook group. It's a lovely, safe community. You can come in. We say come in, sit, breathe, and relax. Somewhere where you can be your authentic self, because many of the Black mamas in the group say that they've joined other groups. They join other Facebook groups, for example, pregnancy groups. And because they're in the minority as Black people in those groups, they feel that they can't be themselves, or they feel sometimes silenced, or they don't want to ask questions, or sometimes they are kind of ridiculed when they ask questions. So that you can come here and be your authentic self. I provide free resources, all of the stuff that I used to give to my paying clients, I now lay out in the group. But there's also another element, which I'm developing. A website, so this is the paid element. You can come and I will provide even more support, so more kind of small group support where there'll be some learning, lots of learning materials, because you can download templates, and also small group Zooms every month, so you feel really supported on your journey to parenthood. People assume that these kind of groups or doulas are just for first-timers, first-time parents, and I have to say, no, they're not. One that comes to mind instantly is somebody who had her 5th baby last year and had never been part of a group like this before. And she said that it was her best labour. She felt really informed, because part of being in the group is telling people that, you do have rights in birth, you do have rights in the system. So she felt very well informed. She prepared a birth plan. She just had a better pregnancy and a better birth, which is what we want. I'm not looking for, a birth that's, birds are tweeting and the roses are growing around the garden. What I'm looking for is a more positive birth experience and a better birth outcome for Black families. Black families, or Black moms and people who are giving birth, we're talking about them being between 4 and 5 times more likely to die in the period around birth. That's how serious it is. I never think that I'm empowering families, because in my mind, I know that families actually already have that power, and it's just reminding them, you do have the power, you do have the rights. You have the right to either accept or decline certain interventions, certain tests. You have the right to ask for, and say, I want this kind of birth. How are you going to support me and facilitate this kind of birth that I want? So people don't know sometimes that they can say, they can ask, and they can decline things. These conversations happen quite openly in groups where the members are, majority white people in the group. But if you're not there as a Black person in those groups, then you're not part of the conversation. So I want to really make sure that the people that join my group, the Black parents to be that join my group, that they are part of the conversation and they are slap bang, dead center in the conversation. You can find me on Instagram at black_mamas_birth_village. Or you can come onto Facebook and just look for me at Black Mamas Birth Village. So if you're a Black mama to be, or a Black mama of a young baby up to 3 months of age, then do come and join us at Black Mamas Birth Village. There is a warm welcome awaiting you, and we can't wait to embrace you.